So we are offering our Awakening online retreat, which starts on March 20th. So the equinox, spring equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere. And we just wanted to offer a little bit more about it. And if you sign up by March 1st, you get a bonus workshop. So the week before on March 13th, we're going to be offering it's going to be juicy. It's going to be a deep dive, but it's going to just be a little stepping in before we open officially. So if you sign up by March 1st, you get that bonus workshop, and then we open officially on the spring equinox, and then we meet for 3 weeks. So whether you sign up and you get the 4 weeks or the 3 weeks, the 3 weeks is the full container. So we're going to meet 3 weekends in a row for that week, for that each weekend. And yeah, you get the bonus workshop if you sign up by March 1st.
Love it. Feels like there's an invitation to just everybody close your eyes for a moment and just breathe. And on your inhale, breathe yourself back in. Breathe yourself in from your kids being at home and distance learning or homeschooling or crazy school schedule stuff. Breathe yourself in from how much your work has changed. Breathe yourself in from housekeeping and chores. Take a nice deep breath and just feel into yourself. With your exhales, you're letting things fall away that are not right now. Anything that is ahead of you in your day at this moment, let that fall away and breathe into the presence of this moment and just feel the softening around your heart. Feel the softening of your heart. Feel your shoulders drop down and sigh if you need to and sound if you need to. This is recorded. No one's listening to you. So just let yourself drop into your body. Feel what's holding you. If there's any rigidity, like you're holding yourself away from a place that you're sitting that has a back, lean into that back. Lay down on the floor. Curl up in your sofa or your bed or a chair and just breathe into this moment right now. Feel your clothes on your body. Feel the temperature of the room you're in. And just breathe and observe. We're not going to change what is right now. We're just seeing. We're just noticing. We're opening ourselves up to the noticing. And in opening ourselves up to the noticing, we may notice that there's more there than we thought, than our mental bodies and our heads were possibly able to imagine. There is there are things beyond what our mental construct of worrying what comes next or how we can maneuver something, how we can handle something. We're letting all of that fall away and we're noticing the more and the deeper that comes when we breathe ourselves into the presence of our own body and breathe ourselves into the presence of the divinity of right now in this moment. It may feel like your heart is blossoming. It could also feel like being in the presence of right now, you notice that there is a closure or a hardening in you, around you. Just notice it. Just see it. So much of what we do as a team, Alexis and I, is bringing in the noticing, breathing in the right now. just stick with your breath. You can come back to the screen or you can just keep listening to us. But just breathe right now to see how this opens or shifts. Or maybe it closes you down because maybe you're like, why would I want to do this crazy retreat that's like gonna hang out in the underworld with Venus? What are these women thinking?
Yeah. And so to give some of the mind food to that piece that Amy just brought up and staying in this open space, like just seeing what happens, seeing if there are moments when you close, there are moments when you can feel yourself softening. It's all information. And some of the mind food around it is we're going to be journeying when Venus, so Amy mentioned Venus, disappears from the sky. So we can't physically see her. And she, at that time, in mythology and different traditions that have been able to view Venus, they've associated it with Venus going into the underworld. And what that really means is a time to go within yourself, to find these hidden parts of self and to kind of go on this heroine's journey. Whether you're a man or a woman, the heroine's journey is an inward journey of going within. And so that's the invitation with this online retreat. And there's going to be different aspects. So yes, we're going to be looking at fear and resistance, and we're going to be going into this heart space and many other things. We use experiential practices. We do some shamanic journeys. We use archetypal accessing and use archetype and story to help bring things out. Also, you're going to be in a group space, so sometimes someone else's experience will bring up something for you. And so all of it is information that you're gathering so that you can come out on the other side and reclaim these parts that maybe you have some idea, maybe you have no idea. Often we don't really know. And that's why we go on these journeys. And the flip side of coming out on the other side is your life gets to blossom and you get to experience more fullness and more wholeness. And this, it shows up in all aspects. It shows up in your work. And, there's kind of that new spark that can show up when you are fulfilled. There's an excitement that can happen with that. And that can happen it can show up in relationships and in the way you are just, walking down the street. So that's the invitation. And if you want to learn more, you can go to the website, which if you go to alexisbolvin.com/awakening, you can read a little bit more about it. You can reach out to either of us to learn more about it. And yeah, we're going to be journeying basically again through those 3 weeks. It's going to be the heart of it. And if you sign up by March 1st, you'll get that extra bonus weekend. You'll get that extra bonus workshop. Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful. We look forward to having you.